Hello, everyone. This is Donnie, and I'm so excited to be chatting with my friend Todd today. When it comes to home based businesses, there are so many stories out there, there's so many options out there, and Todd is just rocking it. And I just wanted to bring him on and have him share a little bit of his little success story. Welcome, Todd.
Hello. Thanks for having me, Donnie. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm so excited for you because you are totally blowing it up. Now, Todd, tell me a little bit about you and how did you and I connect? And, why did we connect?
Cool. Yeah. So it was interesting. You and I didn't know you from anyone. We were in a nursing mastermind group. I'm a nurse and, I was just tired of the burnout and working at the bedside and really, kind of working in sick care. And when I saw you on this nursing mastermind group, because at the time I was trying to launch a business to help nurse leaders, which would in turn help the whole industry. You just had this energy about you, and you're like, I'm health coaching. And I'm like, oh my God, I was always interested in health. And I'm like, how are you doing that? And so I sent you a message and we talked about it. So
Well, you already kind of sort of had a business, right? And so you had that entrepreneurial bug, right?
I did. I was so much trying to really, I didn't want a boss, not that my bosses were bad. I just wanted the freedom to work from anywhere, which is cool because what I do now is from the phone. If I have my computer, that's great, but all I need is my phone. And I could be anywhere where my phone works and help support people, which is fantastic.
So you were looking for some way that you could work from anywhere. Did you just want to be busy or were you hoping to make some money too?
Yeah, I really wanted to make the money. As a nurse, we make okay money. You can't deny that. But I was used to making a lot of money, and definitely want to get there, and definitely close to there, which is amazing. And
So tell me a little bit about you had tried different businesses before, right?
yeah, I think the thing too, and you were just great at answering a lot of my questions when we first started, was I had a lot of fears, like what is this? I feel, I don't like to feel like I'm selling anything, and I'm not. It's really simple. People get results really quick and solve a problem that people are really confused about in general. You know,
Yeah.
so, and the results speak for themselves, and people are like, oh my God. And so it just starts to become referral. And it also becomes like, like we talk about, if you're in the healthcare industry, you think of a doctor's office, right? And that's what you explained to me. It's like a doctor can see X amount of patients, right? So they hire maybe a nurse practitioner or a PA or somebody to help kind of have them help others. And we do very a similar thing too, is, really just expanding the reach on that.
So tell me a little bit about the different businesses that you have tried in the past. What seemed to be, basically there's a lot of people that feel a lot like you did, right? I would love to not have a boss and I would love to work from anywhere and I would love to make a living doing that, right? That's
Yeah.
a big ask. And so people are kind of like shooting in the dark and they're trying just everything and anything out there, right? And some of the businesses that you've tried, they were completely different business models from each other, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if maybe you would be willing to let us learn a little bit from your experience in terms of the different business models that you have used. What seemed to, just not jive?
Yeah, I think one of the business models I used, and people might become familiar with it, is you need to just get people, and have people, and people get people underneath you and do all of that, and you're almost feeling like, just kind of like I need to just get people. And it was really hard for me personally because I didn't want to feel like that. And so the model that I use and you use is we just want to help people and we don't need people, which is great, and we get to work with people that want help, and we work with people and we get compensated very well. It's not like I need a whole bunch of people to buy things for me to make money. Because, hey, I get a chance to really help people, which feeds that help and help in a way that our healthcare system doesn't do as well. And actually get compensated pretty well for it, which is great.
You know, I was at a business leadership conference just recently where I heard, is it Bishop TJ Jakes or something like that? I forget his name, but he was talking a little bit about the whole idea of a way to save on marketing dollars is to solve a problem.
Exactly.
And when we solve a problem, we don't have to spend that much money on marketing because people are desperately looking for a solution. And so in terms of the different models that you've used before, how did solving a problem kind of fit in?
You know, the thing was that in the other business models, I was not sure it solved the problem. That was the thing, you know what I mean? Like, you know, some people, it was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm getting some results. And now, like, I know that I solve a problem. And all
So what problem do you solve?
you know, it's funny. Like, initially, I thought I was solving a weight problem for people. And I do. Like, honestly, I think people are baffled by the fact that they could lose weight in a really cool way and get results and feel amazing and learn. But it becomes so much more of the problems I solve. So a problem I solve is when they help with one part of this their life, it helps other parts of their lives. And if people are following my Facebook, like, you know, like relationships in people's lives are getting better. You know, it's just so amazing to watch. And I tell people that, like, come to me like, hey, initially, because you'll see, oh my God, you're making, you know, I look better. I'm fitting in that dress that I haven't been able to fit in for like 10 years. But in reality, their confidence is better. So their job performance gets better, whatever they do. The other problem I solve is, you know, some people are so excited about the results and they want to help others too. And so I've been teaching other people how to do what I do. You know? And we do it together. That's the other thing that's important too, is like anytime you're starting a business, like there's some people that are starting like brick and mortar businesses or things of that nature. It requires a lot of work, a lot of creating your own. And some people want that challenge, but it becomes so overwhelming. It's hard to see the results and become profitable. One, and also finding support, because that's what you really need when you're starting a business. And you know, I support the people that I train, and we all support each other, which is great. And so we help people get what they want is really what it is, not what I want, whatever they want.
Well, as health professionals, because both of us happen to be nurses, right? We see a huge problem that we help solve, right? In terms of the physical problems where people are just struggling with their blood pressure and they're struggling with their blood sugar and they're struggling with things that we could help them with. We can offer them a solution. But what's really exciting for me is that when you and I met, the problem we got to solve was the problem of you wanting to work from anywhere. You know, it was like, I want to do this. I just don't know exactly how. And so what would you say to the person that's watching this today that says, I'm looking for that opportunity. I'm looking for a way to make a living, solving a problem from anywhere and make a pretty decent income. What would you say to them?
You know, I would say, give me a call and we'll talk about it and kind of see about where you want to be. And it's funny because the same thing about the creating a business or, you know, creating this is it's the same phenomenon I see with weight loss and improving their health. Like, I'll tell you, 95% of the people that I talk to about, I'll ask them a question like, if you had to pick a, you know, how much weight would you like to lose? And so I'll just pick a random number. They'll say, well, I want to lose 30 pounds, right? In a relatively short time, they're at 20 pounds lost. And I said, oh, cool, you're almost at your goal. And they're like, I really want to lose 60. Like, they throw this number out because I don't think they really believe that they could get there. And the same kind of works true for the business, because I don't think people think they could make money, that they could do it, or whatever the reason might be. But when they start doing it, they're like, oh my God, I just made $500 and I didn't really work that hard. And I was like, yeah, so it's like, I always tell people, just have an experience. You'll be amazed,
Yeah. So in terms of your own, different business ventures, then how would this compare in terms of the time investment to the return made?
Oh my God. It's, I spent more time creating an infrastructure than actually earning income, and creating, there's so much work around. And that's the danger people run into with their business. They're not looking at really what kind of results. They're so worried about all the things. And there's so many balls. This is super simple and it really gets results quick. So that is the great thing. It's not a lot of work. And I work part-time. Really do. And I am making sometimes, and I'm not going to say any numbers, but what some full-time people would be making part-time.
Right. And so were you going to say something?
No.
I'm so incredibly excited for you because, you were just talking about how, when people think of a home-based business, sometimes they think only like $500 is stretching it. And I've got to say that I have done home-based businesses. I used to teach scrapbooking classes. I used to invest a good 40 hours a week. And I'm not exaggerating, where I would pack up all of my crafting supplies and I would pack it into my car and I would go to people's houses. And as people are watching this, if you ever attended one of my parties, can you please vouch for me that I actually did do this? And I did do it like 3 or 4 times a week sometimes. And, my biggest paycheck, I kid you not, my biggest paycheck was $600. And so I think that the whole idea of working from home or from anywhere has gotten a bad reputation in that people don't think that it's possible to generate a pretty solid income. And yet we know that is not true, correct?
Correct. And the one disclaimer is like, we by coincidence, we're nurses, right? Like you don't have to be a nurse or a health professional to be a health coach. You just have to have a real heart for helping other people. And,
we fill in the gaps. We fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
And this is the deal is that the more I get into this hold of entrepreneurship, which I absolutely love, the more I'm noticing is that the most successful entrepreneurs, they don't reinvent the wheel. They leverage existing successful systems. And that's what we do. And so what we do is we just help people learn how to turn the wheel that's in motion, right? And this wheel is in motion. Let me tell you, it is in motion. And we just want to help a lot of people get healthy. And so if you happen to be watching this and you are, considering the whole idea of starting a business or looking to generate some income working from anywhere or making a difference in people's lives, I would absolutely love for you to reach out to the person that shared this video with you, because we would love to explore if it would be a good fit. Do you have any final words for us, Todd?
And the other thing too is, and you might be able to attest to this, is like the most successful people are the busiest people. So, you hear a lot of people like, oh my God, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for that. But when you think about what you really want more of in your life is like, think about what that free time will give you. More time at home with your family, more time to go on trips or do whatever. But the busiest people do the best.
That is so true, because for the people that are thinking, yeah, that sounds all well and good, but I don't have time for this. What I've got to tell you is that I have twins. I didn't have time for anything. That was a full-time job in and of itself. And I worked on top of that. And yet I worked and I had twins and I built a business and I'm having the time of my life. And I'm so incredibly excited for you, Todd, because I just remember when we met how what you were wanting, you are building, you are making it happen. And so congratulations.
Thank you, Donnie. Appreciate it.